And welcome back to today's Retirees with Certified Financial Planner Wayne Maslyk of Great Lakes Benefits and Wealth Management. We're talking today about that most favorite subject that everyone likes to talk about, and that is taxes.
Taxes.
It's that time of year when we all have to pony up to the IRS or get our refund or whatever it is. Now, one of the things that when folks call that number, 866-626-3990, they're going to talk with Kristen or one of the other ladies in the office. They might even get you occasionally if
Once in a while, if the lines are tied up.
if the lines are tied.
I try and stay off the phone unless I'm dialing out.
Yeah, I understand that. But how does that process work? I mean, they're going to set up an appointment, and then they're going to actually come in and sit down with you, correct?
Right. You know, we have two locations. We have a location in Sheffield Village, right across from Cobblestone Mall there, where Sam's Club is, and Gander Mountain.
Sure,
And
okay.
a great Chinese place, too. We're right across from there at Sheffield Village, and then we're at Timber Commons Drive, right next to the Sandusky Mall. So yeah, folks call the office, they schedule a time, and they meet with me. I gather all their documents, you know, their 1099s, W-2s, you know, anything that pertains to their tax year for 2013. And they got to bring in previous year's tax return, you know, federal and state return, just so the new CPA can kind of pick up where the old one left off. That's just the first year. And then the second year, subsequent years, it's very easy. We have everything pre-filled out, you know, from the year before, so we just change the numbers, gather the documents, and move on. But yeah, it's amazing what you can learn about somebody by going over their taxes with them. You know, what they do for a living, you know, their lifestyle, you know, where they live, their family, what they, you know, if they have a farm or a side business. And there's a lot of opportunities out there for people to adjust their taxes and save some money. I mean, and even if they don't have a business or something, we've talked before where some of these retirees, you know, have their Social Security, their pension, and other income, and their deductions and exemptions leave them with zero taxable income.
Okay.
Nothing.
Sure.
So they could have converted some IRA to a Roth, for instance,
Okay.
and paid no tax.
Wow.
Zero.
Okay.
That type of thing. And just little things like that. I mean, if we can save someone $200, $300, $400, $500 or $5,000, and then save them on the tax preparation to boot, you know, if they're paying $300 and we charge them $89.95, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Right. Well, what I'm hearing, and folks really need to take advantage of the $89.95 tax preparation, because what I'm hearing, you've got a CPA involved who, in theory, knows his business.
Her business.
Her business. You have one of the best in the area.
She's awesome.
And then you have your expertise and your resources, because not only is the CPA involved, but your knowledge of the financial world and financial planning.
Yeah, I mean, I sit with them and go over all the documents. Then we get them to the CPA's office. She prepares them and gets them back to us. And then I deliver the return, most of the time, to the person. I mean, so you have a CFP involved and a CPA in the most important part of one's life, other than their health and family, is their taxes, their finances.
Sure.
And this works too if, you know, people listen to the show and watch the show, and maybe they haven't come in to meet with me yet regarding financial planning or their estate or whatever. This is a great way to meet me and really not have to talk about investments or financial planning, just something they do every year, taxes.
Right.
So come on in, let's start our relationship that way, and we save them money to boot.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that I can attest to is the thoroughness of what you go through during those meetings. And one of the things that I would encourage our viewers and our listeners to take advantage of, the $89.95, but one of the things that Wayne will do with you is he will look at everything, that all the paperwork, you know, all the expenses and income and all of that, and you can help them make plans for 2014
And
to
beyond.
say, and beyond, and say, look, you could have done it this way.
Right, so let's start doing it this way. Let's start taking some steps, moving in that direction so we can reduce this tax liability. Or maybe it'll take 2 or 3 years to just reposition some things or tweak some things or start doing things in a different way that it'll pay off down the road.
Sure. Well, we have to take a little break. Let me encourage you. $89.95 CPA, CFP prepared tax return. 866-626-3990. Again, toll free, 866-626-3990. Give Wayne's office a call and schedule your appointment. Now, he's asking for folks that have a net worth of $250,000 or more, but we'll talk a little bit about that when we come back, how you can determine whether you qualify for that. It's really not that difficult, but you need to pay attention, stay tuned. We'll talk about that when we come back.